So right about now, I'm going for my walk, and I'm gonna take the route that I started with. Yes, I told you about my fit and my weight loss journey that I started in December, and I basically started with walking. It's funny if if I told you why I started with walking, I know you'll laugh, but regardless, I started with walking because I had put on a lot of weight and I felt like I would look out of place in the gym. This is because I've been a gym girly before. Yes, I've been to the gym before and worked out, and I was doing great. I was lifting weights, I was doing all the strength training, I was doing all the cardio, and everything was going well. I would do dance classes. I was fit. I was good. So with the weight gain, it was massive. I felt like I was not just feeling, but I was really, really big. I didn't have the stamina that I had before. And so that pulled me away from the gym. I was like, no, I have been to the gym before. I was like, wait, I've been to the gym before. Now, how do I get back? And I can't even do a thing. So what did I do? I decided to start with walking. Yeah, I would just do walks. I would walk up to Namgongo, like different routes. Yeah, but there was one favorite route that I liked, no dust. It's tarmacked all the way through, so and going on that route to and fro would give me 10 kilometers in total, and that was always my target. So that's where we're going. But for someone who is watching this and then you hear me say 10 kilometers, no, I didn't start at 10 kilometers, honestly. The first walks I did used to be, I think, about 3 kilometers. Yeah, like 3 kilometers. And then I kept on increasing from 3 kilometers to 5 kilometers. And from the 5, I added them to 7. And then until I reached 10. Yeah, so don't feel like the bar is too high. No, no, no. So you can start at whatever distance you would prefer. If you can do a kilometer, if you can do 2 kilometers, it's up to you. But just get moving. Yeah. So we're gonna journey this walk with me. Yeah. Of course, at some point I'll leave you guys because I love to save my energy, and to be fast, I can't do it when I'm talking so much. Yeah. So while we take this walk together, so after I had overcome, so whenever I took the walks, to be honest, when you're so when you put on so much weight and you're so big, somehow it's like you're the center of you somehow become the center of attention. You are so visible. But every time I would be doing this work, you just feel like all eyes are on you, and you are, walking like what? Like a tortoise? Oh, what should I say? And but because of that, I resorted to wearing very big, I'd go for a very big shirt, really big shirts that I wouldn't have to hear a comment from anyone. And slowly by slowly, I felt lighter every day that I walked. Every day that I walked, I felt lighter. I felt I could do a longer distance, so I kept on increasing my distances. And thereafter, I felt now no more. because every time I was walking, I would find people who are actually just like me. Some of them were even more, had more weight than me, like when you see physically. So I keep thinking to myself, so I'm not alone. So let me keep doing this. I walked and walked and walked. Yes, until I dropped. So for someone who had started at 115 kgs, I dropped from 115 to 106 just by walking. But I did the walking for December, January, and part of Feb. Yeah. So I was typically just doing walking. I would get out every evening and go for that walk every evening. Yeah. I'm not really a morning person, an early morning person, so most of my workouts I prefer to do them every evening. So yeah, I would be on the road from about 5:30 until about 7:30 is when I would really get back from the 10-kilometer walk. Or yeah. So once I was lighter and I felt, when you lose, there's something when you lose weight, even when you lose, however little the kgs may be, you somehow feel strong. You just feel like you can do anything. Yeah. And that's how I get back to the gym. Yeah. After I had lost from 115 to 106, that is 9 kgs lost, I felt strong. Hey, I felt very light. I felt like I could literally now do anything. Of course, yes, I felt it in my spirits, but I tried running and I couldn't. I honestly couldn't do it. So that's when I said, no, now I feel better. I think I have, I've woken up my body, and now we can go back to the gym. Yeah, so I got back to the gym. And I got back to the gym in March. Yes, when I reached the gym, I wasn't, because I've told you I was a gym girly before. Now I wasn't at the same level that I was at before. So I took up that as a challenge. I told myself I need to get back to where I was before all this. And so that was my biggest motivation. I told myself I need to get back. So in the gym, I didn't want to do personal training fast, because before, as a gym girlie, I used to have a personal female trainer. She was called Coach Kami at MetaFit Gym. And she was an amazing person. She was an amazing trainer. Yeah. You would sit down and tell her what you want, and she would give you a schedule that is just perfect to turn you up and do everything. But now this time around, I was still very big. So I told myself, no, let me give myself time. Let me go through the usual. So I went back to doing first the aerobics classes. I started with aerobics. It was quite tough. The class felt so long, yet it was only 50 minutes. Now, mind you, before we used to do dance class for about 1 hour and 20 minutes, like dance aerobics with Joel. But now, you can imagine I was struggling to make it to 50 minutes. But that didn't deter me, because this time around I was so determined. I told myself, you're getting back your vibe, you're getting back your body, you're getting back your confidence, your self-esteem, like everything. You're gonna feel good about yourself. So from aerobics, I added on spinning. Man, spinning was a really big challenge. I think I beat too much. I think I took a really big bite on that one, much more than I could handle. So of course I couldn't do. I continued. I kept up with them, but I would sit. Sometimes I would, you spin for a short while and then sit. And I'm really thankful that I had a very supportive spinning. My colleagues in the spinning class were really, really supportive. Yeah. Because in the initial, they would tell me, just leave your chair on and you get tired, just continue sitting, but like you just sit, but continue cycling. And yeah, I kept on. And they would tell me, you have to control your breathing, you have to do all this. It was really, really a supportive team. That really, really encouraged me big time. And it made me love everything. So however much I felt like spinning class was so hard, I kept in the spinning class. I didn't go out. Yeah. I would take as many breaks as I wished to, but I wouldn't leave the class. So of course with spinning, then aerobics, yeah. I was doing these classes every day, 5 days a week, and every week I improved. Yeah. I was able to control my breath. My resilience increased. Yeah. My strength increased. And that is one good thing that is about the exercising, that every other day that you do it, you feel better. You feel there is something that has improved in you, and that keeps you going. So, yeah, that was for the gym. And I kept doing it. So you can imagine from March, April, May, June, July. And at that point, initially when I started gym, the kgs were not dropping. They were not dropping. Yes, I felt good about myself, but the scale wasn't changing. Yeah, it wasn't changing at all. And that kind of disappointed me. I felt discouraged. I would get frustrated every time every week you go to the gym and then you stand on the scale and then you see no change. Or probably you drop from 106 to 105. And then the next week you come in, you've gone back to 106. Yet you've been very strict with the diet. Like you've literally been doing everything so well. So you keep asking yourself, man, what's not happening? But, like I told you, I found a really good circle at the gym that motivated me. They'll tell me, no, don't mind about the weight. Don't mind about the kgs on the scale. But just keep coming. Just keep coming. Every other day, come. When you don't feel like going, they send you a message. Are you coming to the gym? And you're like, yeah, let me get up and go. So that's how I kept going. And I'm really happy dropping from 106 now to 94. Wow. It's my biggest motivation right now to stay in the gym. Yeah. I literally fear that if I miss a day in the gym, I could never gain another kg. That's ironical, but that's what I sometimes feel. So, yeah, that's been the journey so far, and I should say it's been both beautiful and challenging. Yeah. So we're now on the main road, out of the estate road, and I don't really trust the main road so much. So we'll pause with the recording. We'll resume when I reach halfway the point. Okay. Otherwise, yes, the walking is on. How do I track my walking? I have a health app, my Samsung health app, but as well as the Google Health app is also there. So I track the walk with the Samsung health app, I've already set how many kilometers I want to walk today, and it's 10 kilometers. If I do more, well and good, but at least 10 kilometers. So when we reach halfway the point, we'll get into another story time. We will continue with the story once I get to halfway, halfway the distance, because I don't want my phone to be stolen. Yeah. Current area code is Namugongo, and they're still going. I want to make sure that I reach Namugongo Sunday Road. Okay. Okay, so we're still walking. We are almost reaching the Anglican shrine, and after which we'll have reached Namugongo Sunday Road. Thereafter we can turn back and head back home. So far we are at about 3.7 kilometers. I hope by the time we get there we should be at about 4.5 kilometers, such that we are able to hit the 10 kilometers. You can see we are approaching the Namugongo Sunday Road. Yeah. Right up there. So that's where we'll do about time and go back from where we came from. But as for me, we're still going strong. This is the Anglican shrine. Yeah. So we're still going strong. I must say, before, by this time, I would be feeling like, what? I'm about to die. I would be contemplating where I came this far, how I'm gonna get back from. But not today. Today, I'm stronger. So the road, I reached it, turned back, and now we are on our journey to go back. At this point, we've covered 4.3 kilometers. We didn't really reach 5, but yeah, I know we'll get to 10. So we're now heading back, and our walking speed currently is at 5.3 kilometers per hour, which I would say is a very good pace, because before my walking speed would be between 3.5 to 4.3 kilometers per hour, and 4.2 is when I've really tried my level best to be fast. But I must say we're doing well at 5.3. I'm not panting as much. No, you can actually feel it in my voice even as I record. And how I feel, I don't feel exhausted. As for comparing to before, by the time I would reach the Namugongo Sunday Road, I would be contemplating my choices. Yeah. I would literally be contemplating why I went on this walk, why I walked this far, how am I gonna get back home, how exhausted I'm gonna be the next day. Like, those are all the things I would be contemplating. And then I'd ask myself, who sent me for this? Why am I suffering? And etc. But it's not that. That is not me anymore. Right now, I feel good. Yeah. Actually, the energy is kicking in even more. Yeah. But as I go back, as I head back, I will have to jog about 2 kilometers on my way back, or even more if I can. Yeah. So how about you step out of your comfort zone and take that walk? Okay? How about you take that, get out of your spaces, go and move your body. Yeah, I'm moving mine, and I must say, it's good. So if you're still on, journeying, if you're still walking with me this journey, we are on an evening walk on a Saturday evening. It's so cool. The sun has gone down, so you don't have to feel like you'll get any sunburns. Yeah. And I would say the streets are not crowded. Yeah. I like Saturday evenings, Sunday evenings because very few people on the road. So even the border borders will be quite few. So let me continue with the walk. I'll catch you guys when I've reached home because it's kind of getting dark. I see the light is not is reducing, so with poor lighting there's little you can see, but we will talk more once we get home, once I get home. Yeah, otherwise for now let's continue walking. We are almost reaching home, and okay, Rena, let's see how much we've covered. So we've covered about 9.47 kilometers, and the speed pace is still 5.93. So I should say we have done so well. Okay, yeah. So we're almost home, and time check it's 7:55. So we've been walking for 1 hour and 55 minutes. We are almost at 10 kilometers. We are at 9.5 kilometers now. So we are back home, and let's see how much we've covered. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, let's see. And here we are, 13,629 steps. Our average speed was 5 kilometers per hour. That's so good. And we've done this for 1 hour and 56 minutes. Total distance covered. Let's see. We covered 9.86 kilometers. That's how much we did today. So, catch you on our next walk. Otherwise, for now, let me take a shower and then prepare for the night.